Hi, good morning everyone. This is Shiv Prasad Yadav. In our previous sessions, we have discussed something about economy in ancient India. Then we have discussed about Shrenis, who were the bankers and merchants in ancient India. Then we have discussed about Sarrafs. Now we will discuss something about Takavi loans. Takavi actually. So what is Takavi? Takavi is an agricultural loan in medieval India, actually introduced by the Delhi Sultans. Now, before going to these Takavi loans, we have to compare it with the present day system actually. For example, in present day we have a number of facilities to farmers. The public sector commercial banks are giving loans to farmers, private sector commercial banks are giving, and foreign banks are also giving loans to agriculture sector. We have crop insurance, we have cattle insurance. Let me write all these things. So the farmers are having priority sector lending. So priority sector lending is exclusively for in priority sector lending, exclusively agricultural loans. It is not related to rural development. If you take priority sector lending, they'll give priority sector lending loans to agricultural loans, SME and MSME loans, and educational loans, and up to some extent home loans. So likewise, priority sector lending is there. So in priority sector lending, when it comes to agriculture, it is exclusively related to agriculture only. It is not related to rural development like lead bank scheme. So if you take lead bank scheme, in lead bank scheme you can have agriculture but not exclusively agriculture. Now here I am writing whatever the support is given by the government to the farmers with respect to rural development or with respect to agricultural activities. So we have at present day in 2021 we have priority sector lending and revival of lead bank scheme is going on, and exclusively they have regional rural banks, and exclusively they have urban cooperative banks and rural cooperative banks. And there is a new concept called doubling farmers income, and the farmers are having farm subsidies, direct farm subsidy or indirect farm subsidy. They are having more facilities, and they are having in farm subsidies they have subsidy on seeds, subsidy on fertilizer, subsidy on electricity. Even if they want to go for a large scale loan, they can even procure a land also. They can buy a land also. So in these many ways, the government of India is trying to help the farmers in 2021. Now, we are discussing a concept which is almost 700 or 800 years old concept. This is a Takavi loan. They don't have a smartphone, they don't have a 5G network or 4G network, they don't have satellites, super technological satellites. They don't have anything. They have only pigeons and horses and manpower only. With the help of those pigeons, those horses, those manpower, they implemented this thing very beautifully. And in this perspective, we all know that there is more failure and less success. And even we have this minimum support price concept also, whatever the thing is there. So this Takavi loan concept can be compared with this priority sector lending. So certain percentage of the loan which goes out from the bank, that percentage has to be separated for agricultural loans according to present criteria, priority sector lending criteria. Whether it is a public sector bank or scheduled commercial public sector bank or scheduled commercial private sector bank or scheduled commercial foreign bank, or it is a regional rural bank or a cooperative bank. So certain percentage has to be separated for agricultural loans. That is presented a priority sector lending, and almost 700 to 800 years back we have this concept called Takavi loan. A certain percentage of amount has to be given for agricultural loan. And this concept was implemented beautifully by this person called Alauddin Khalji. Don't call him Khilji. Alauddin Khalji. In those days, the target is 70 lakh tankas. Tanka is a silver loan. So 70 lakh tankas has to be distributed to the farmers as an agricultural loan. Apart from this, they developed a system called Dadni system. In Dadni system, for example, if you are a merchant and you are in need of cotton, you can give some advance to the farmer and you can cultivate cotton exclusively for your sake. So that is Dadni system, and there is one more system called Jajmani system. Jajmani system means it is a group of artisans and peasants. So it is like a cooperative society, you can call. So Dadni system they developed Jajmani system, they developed Takkavi loans concept and implemented it. The most important thing is designing a concept is different, drafting a concept is different, and implementing the thing is different, because from the parliament there will be phenomenal concepts will come out in the form of laws and acts and policies. But when it comes to proper implementation of the thing, it is becoming difficult. Remember one thing, whatever the geography of India at present is there, it is very small when compared to olden days, because Delhi Sultanate is more than the present day India, because previously whatever the Delhi Sultanate is there, it included other parts also. Whatever the Mughal Empire is there, it included other parts also. So we cannot say that due to geographical difficulties it is becoming difficult, it is due to demographical difficulties it is becoming difficult, due to vast population it is becoming difficult. Maybe we need, or there is a demand for some immediate change in policy implementation, not in policy design. Policy implementation needs some seriousness, because the number of debts of the farmers are increasing day by day, the non-performing assets are increasing day by day, whatever the unemployment rate is there, it is increasing day by day, what is the retail inflation or food inflation is there, it is increasing day by day, and what are the earning levels are there, they are decreasing day by day. So whether you take it in per capita income or per capita consumption or malnutrition levels or hunger, deaths or food insecurity, so n number of factors are there, regional disparities. So everything is related to one particular grassroots level concept, agriculture. This country is agriculture based country. Till date, in 2021 itself, there are more than 70% of the people who were directly and indirectly, I am not saying that directly 70% of the people, directly and indirectly more than 70% of the people were dependent on this particular thing. So if you are making a very fine policy, it is not important. Drafting the finest policy like Indian Constitution is not important. Implementation of that particular policy up to 100% is important. That's what is lacking. Look at the board. On this side you have Takkavi loans, Dadni system, Jajmani system, only three you have. On the other side of the board, you have priority sector lending, you have lead bank scheme, you have regional rural banks, and you have NABARD, you have urban cooperative societies, you have rural cooperative societies, you have the finest network of banking in India, like the public sector banks, the private sector banks, more and more of almost 46 foreign banks you have in your country, and you are saying that you want to implement the doubling farmers income concept, and you want to give more farm subsidies, whether it is direct farm subsidy or indirect farm subsidy, and you are saying that every year I am giving minimum support price and every year I am increasing to both Kharif and Rabi crops, I am doing everything. The simplest thing is we are drafting everything, we are not implementing everything properly. If it is implemented properly, then the situation will be different from the present one. So here you have success, 100% pure success. And here you have, I'm leaving the result to you, whether it is a success or failure, you yourself know that. But here 100% success is there. Now this indicates that whether the administrative staff worked with the fear of sultan or fear of death or whatever it may be, at the end of the day, the policy is a success. The policy is a big question mark here. So that is the significance of this thing. They put whatever they can in those days without any technology, no smartphones, no satellites, no 4G network, no no LTE speeds, nothing. Not even these kind of transportation and these kind of roads also. They did more beautifully. And we are saying that we don't have proper logistics. We don't have proper cold storage units. We don't have a proper marketing facilities. In India we have primary markets, secondary markets and terminal markets, like, and which are being supported by NAFED and TriFed and MarkFed. So many things are there. If this is, you take, this is left side of the board and this is right side. Assume that this is left and this is right. On this right you have the most successful thing. On here you have a very big question, whether we have succeeded in last 70 years or not. This is a big question. That's why, that is the reason behind taking this concept Takkavi loans. Why we are doing nothing, we are unable to doing nothing with respect to farmers. Why the why we are depending more on monsoons, why we are unable to put proper markets for them when they were able to do very successfully in this time. Why it is not possible in this time? Think about this, and by this I'll be concluding with this session. And if it is an examination point of view, they'll ask what is a Takkavi? Takkavi is an agricultural loan, and what is a Dadni system, and what is a Jajmani system, they will ask. So those are the possible questions from this. And name the Sultan who did more about agricultural loans is Alauddin Khilji, and his annual target is 70 lakh tankas. So that's all about this session. Thank you. I'll give you more information about banking in India in my next session. Thank you.